But I turned 40 years old. I had a birthday and spent that birthday with so-called friends. Spent all my money. Woke up the next day, didn't know how I got home. I felt that my life was going nowhere. I know that the company I kept, places I went, the people I was associated with were not the best. And the next day I realized, or I saw in the paper, there was a concert at church. And I went to the concert, loved the music, felt very uplifted about it. The next day was to be a church service with the same people in concert. And I went to hear this, and they had an altar call. And I have to say that I don't remember my feet touching the floor as I walked to the altar. And went to my knees and I asked God, said, I'm tired. I want to rest. I don't like my life. I want to do, it's been 40 years. I want to spend the next 40 years with you. Well, when I first gave my heart to the Lord, I knew of God, I knew of Jesus. I was brought up with Sunday school and such. I was self-employed. I wasn't making a lot of money. Something happened to me to where I had a rent payment due. I didn't have enough money to cover the rent payment, but there was a special offering being collected along with the tithes, regular tithes and offerings. And I just felt that I was led to put this money that I had in my pocket into these two offerings.
Which wasn't a lot.
No, it wasn't enough to cover all my bills. And I did this trusting that the Bible said God will bless me in return.
Right.
And within the next 3 days after that, I was offered a job working for someone who I met in the church. The job was only for a week and a half long, but it paid me more than enough for me to pay my rent and the other bills that were due. And that said in my heart that this must be true. This is how this works. In my new life, I wanted to trust the Lord. I wanted His word to be true.